My brain is not functioning at a proper rate. So anyway, yesterday was day 192 of protests in the city of Elizabeth City, in the county of Pasquotank County, over the police execution of Andrew Brown Jr. that took place on April 21st, 2021. There's been daily marches, daily demonstrations in Elizabeth City for the last 192 days, including on April 21st. We have been out here every single day, mostly protesting outside of the sheriff's department, which houses the district attorney's office. Go figure, the district attorney, someone who's supposed to be an impartial, law-abiding lawyer, just happens to have his office inside the sheriff's department. Wow. There's no conflict of interest there. So we've been protesting every single day outside of the sheriff's department. Some days, especially toward the beginning, we would go all throughout Elizabeth City. For the last couple of months, the groups have been smaller. People have moved on with their lives. And so the group that is now going out there every day is mostly protesting through downtown Elizabeth City. That includes the public safety, aka sheriff's department building. So for 191 days, a lot of people have been making this a daily part of their routine. As you can tell, my voice is all fucked up. I haven't, been protesting that much for the last couple of weeks because I had to take an emergency trip to New Jersey to deal with a family situation. So I guess I forgot how to protest properly, and now my voice is paying the price. It's actually kind of funny. But either way, I'm going to try to figure this out again. I'm going to try to learn how to not make my voice sound like I've been smoking 30 packs a day of cigarettes. And I'm going to get back into it. But either way, folks, again, this kind of world that we're living in is horrifying. I mean, we're seeing a situation where there's been a cover-up engaged in this assassination, as with most police murders. There's a lot of stories for a couple weeks, and then everyone fucking forgets. But again, the people that actually end up murdering these people, the lawyers, the district attorneys, the sheriffs, the co-workers in the police department, those in local media, they all work in tandem to cover it up as fast as possible. We've got a local paper here in Elizabeth City called the Daily Advance. Now, it's owned by a billionaire who lives in Tennessee, but that's not important right now. The Daily Advance, all throughout the original, couple months of protesting, would almost every week print articles about why the protests need to stop. Stop protesting! Stop protesting! You made your point! We understand! If you understood, you wouldn't be writing an article for the Daily Advance saying why the protest should stop when nothing has happened. There were articles saying, oh, but they got Black Lives Matter painted on the street. They did it. They accomplished the goal. Black Lives Matter is on the street, so everyone go home. What? The body camera footage of Andrew Brown's assassination has still not been released. These 7 sheriff deputies that assassinated Andrew Brown Jr. are still working for the sheriff's department. But hey, they wrote Black Lives Matter on the street, so I guess we should just stop now. Local media works with police, that work with the local politicians, that work with all of these other groups and people to suppress and oppress information and the people that want to protest for a better world. It is unfair, it is unsustainable, and it is evil. And national media came out for 2 weeks and they were like, wait, whoa. These black people aren't breaking windows and burning down police stations? Fuck it, let's get out of here. And they don't care either. They also participated in the cover-up. They saw that there was no action. And so they left. All of 2020, they would constantly say, oh, why don't they just be peaceful? The Elizabeth City showed 192 days of peaceful protest and nothing happens. You get nothing. National media goes away. They don't give a fuck. Right-wingers who said all of 2020, the conservatives that were like, why don't they just be peaceful? They're savages, etc. Hey, we've been peaceful for 192 days. They're still sending death threats. People still got hit by cars. People still have been pepper sprayed by conservatives. None of those people have ever been found. The police told us that there's nothing they can do. The chief of police, Eddie Buffalo, saw a hit and run, witnessed it with his own eyes, and said, whatever, I don't really feel like doing this. This is Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and this is broader the United States of America. No one gives a shit. People will say, why don't you be peaceful? And as soon as someone is, exactly as they desire, they will shift the goalpost. Oh, well, he deserved it. He's a drug dealer. The fuck even is a drug dealer? The war on drugs started as a way to lock up black people and other minorities because they wouldn't vote for conservatives like Richard Nixon. That's why the war on drugs even started. So you're telling me 40, 50 years later that the effects of the war on drugs aren't racist? You're telling me that the world that we live in isn't shaped in a way based on the racist war on drugs? I don't care if someone is a drug dealer or a drug user. No one deserves to be shot in the back of the head as they are running away from the Ku Klux Klan in the year 2021. That's all I care about. And so that's why we've been out here for 192 days in a row. Because shit is falling apart in Elizabeth City